Good morning, students. Today we will discuss a problem on development of surfaces. This is a second problem I am going to discuss. So the problem is hexagon prism. So draw the lateral surface of the development of hexagon prism. A base side 25 mm, height 60 mm. When it is kept vertically on the ground, and when the faces are parallel to VP and it is cut by a plane perpendicular to the VP and inclined at 65 degrees to the HP and bisecting the axis. So what is the object? The object is here given. The object is hexagon prism. Hexagon prism is given in this problem and the base side is mentioned. The base side is given how much? 25 mm, and the height of the axis is given, or the longer edge height is given how much? 60 mm. The longer edge height is given 60 mm. Now what is the condition is given in this problem? The condition is very important. So what is the condition? So it is kept on the vertically on the ground. Let us assume this is a hexagon prism. It is standing like this. It is kept vertically on the ground. So the base, whatever the base shape is upside, it is a hexagon shape. It is a hexagon shape. Now it is standing on the ground, and the rectangle faces here. The faces means here these are the rectangle faces. Sometimes you don't mention clearly. Sometimes these are rectangle faces are parallel to the VP. Rectangle faces are parallel to the VP is given means we have to draw in the HP, and whatever the faces are there, the face should be to the reference line, parallel to the reference line. Simple. If base edge is perpendicular to the VP means what we have done in the previous problem, the whatever the pentagon is there, the pentagon is drawn in the HP and the base edge is perpendicular to the reference line. Here also, whatever the faces are there, the face should be parallel to the VP. We have to draw. Now this is the shape, or simply this is a rectangle face parallel to the VP is given. You watch my projection of solids part 2 video. All charts are prepared. So watch that chart. You will get the clear cut. Now draw the reference line. Draw the reference line. Now we have to draw the hexagon. So this is the hexagon I am going to draw. This is the hexagon I am going to draw. So first of all, slightly draw a right line. With respect to that line, draw a 60 degree. What is the base side? Base side is 25 mm. So this is the point. From the point, draw the base side 60 degree. This angle is how much? 60 degrees. Similarly, draw a 60 degree line here also. Now from there onward, this point onward, draw a straight line that is having a side how much? 25 mm. From here onwards, draw a 25 mm line. Now whatever this inclined line is there, shift here in the drafter. Now you will get line. Similarly, this line, whatever the line is there, shift here. So this is the shape, or simply use the circle method. I explained already to you how to draw a hexagon. So this is a hexagon procedure. Simply use 60 degree angles or use circle method. Now give the names. First of all, give the names. So this is A, B, C, D, E, F. So the top is having bottom base is having A, B, C, D, and upside whatever the top is there, top is also having some shape, that is P, Q, R, S. P, Q, R, S, T, U. So these are the letters. Now we have to project the front view. In order to project the front view, draw the from point onwards. Draw the lines. These are the lines. Draw the projection lines vertically upwards. Now you got some length. So this is the length. You have to highlight it. From there onwards, draw the height. Height is how much? 60 mm. So draw the height 60 mm. So this is the height. So what is the base side? This base side is having a side is how much? This is 25 mm. So all sides are 25 mm. From there on, this is my axis point. From the axis exactly, if this is the 25 mm, select this 12.5 mm. Draw a perpendicular line, you will get the axis point, or simply these corners. From there onward, draw the axis line. How much axis line? A long dashed line, 60 mm. Now a point F onwards, draw a 60 mm line. Similarly, E onwards, draw a 60 mm line. and D onward 60 line and join it. Now this is my axis. This is not the longer edge. Remember, this is not the longer edge, and give the names P, Q, R, S. I am rubbing this solution data. It's upside the data. So PQRS, and this is T and this is U. All are indicated by dashes. Here this bottom base is having A, B, C, D dash. After D you can see E dash. This is along with B, where we have F dash. Now in this problem, the cutting, what is the condition is given? The condition we satisfied the rectangle faces are parallel to VP. So these are the two rectangle faces are parallel to VP. These are the two rectangle faces parallel to VP. Now another condition is cutting plane is inclined at 65 degrees to the HP. So theta is mentioned. Theta is mentioned how much? 65 degree. So theta should be represented in the front view with making an angle exactly at the bisecting the axis. Bisecting axis or midpoint is both are having same meaning. So select the midpoint. So what is this height? This height is given how much? This height is mentioned 60 mm. I have taken 60 mm, and at the midpoint from here to here 30 mm, at the distance of 30 mm, draw a inclined line making an angle 65 degree. So this is a 65 degree angle I need to draw. So I passed a cutting plane like this. So what is the angle? This angle is how much? 65 degree. So this is my bisecting axis. This is my bisecting axis. So this is my bisecting axis. Now this portion is completed. Here he asked to draw lateral development of surfaces. So we need to unfold the object. So what is the retained portion here? What is the retained portion after cutting the solid? From here to here is the retained portion. So this is the retained portion. I am highlighting this retained portion. So this is the retained portion of the solid. So you remove this, and now this is the retained portion. Now I started to unfold this object. Now what we will get the shape, we will see within second. So in order to get, I am rubbing the question to draw this. Now this question is a hexagon prism. For hexagon prism, what is the length of the rectangle sheet? The length of the rectangle sheet should be 6 into the side. So 25 into side. So here we are using parallel line method. Simply draw a projection line here. Simply draw a projection line here. Up to some extent. Here also we are extending the projection line on the reference axis exactly. Now keep some distance and give the names. So first one is A. What is the side length? The side length is here already mentioned. This is a 25 mm. Cut an arc, that is letter B. This is the letter B. Now again take the 25 mm, cut an arc, you will get a C. Similarly from C onwards you cut an arc having 25 mm D. Next one, after D, repeat the procedure, you will get E. After E, you will get F. After F, again we have to fold it, then you will get letter A. Now draw the height, same height, whatever the height is there, that height 60 mm here. You join it, you are getting the longer edges. These are the rectangle faces. How many rectangle faces you can see here? 6 rectangle faces you can see. These are the 6 rectangle faces. So this is the bottom one, bottom base. The top base is also having names. Those are P. Always try to give capital letters. P, Q, R, S, T, U, and last one P. So P, Q, R, S, T, U, and P. Now here the cutting plane is passed this front view of this shape rectangle face. Here we have the cutting points. Here it is passed this cutting point, and here this is the cutting point, and here the cutting point, cutting plane is passed the base shape base also. Here it is passed base and it is passed base. Along with that, here some rectangle face also there. Rectangle face also include the longer edges also included. So this is give the first point, first name 1, first cutting point. After this is a B, second cutting point 1 dash 2 dash, and this is a 3 dash, and here we have fourth cutting point. Here we have fourth cutting point. I am writing here 4 dash. Now see here the back side we have one more side. So this is RS, sorry, SR and ST. Here this base is having this cutting plane is passing the two bases SR and ST. SR. This is the SR and ST. These are the two bases it is passing the cutting plane. You can see in the top view. You can't see here. So here the cutting plane is passing the two bases. What is that? SR and ST. So this is SR dash and ST dash. So here we have two cutting points, 4 dash and 5 dash. Afterwards again you will come back. Here you will get after reversing. Here we have two longer edges. What are those two longer edges? CR. This is a CR longer edge, and ET longer edge. So here also we have after 5 dash we will get 6 dash. Now after 2 dash here also we have two longer edges, that is 7 dash. And last but not least, in the base also it is passing the two cutting sides. So after 1 dash we have one more dash, that is 8 dash. So we have two cutting planes. Now we are going to project the horizontal lines to the development of surfaces. So measure this distance. First I am not going to represent the 1 dash and this 4 dash, 5 dash, 1 dash and 8 dash. First I will see the longer edges. So here I have BQ longer edge. What is the cutting point on BQ longer edge? 2 dash is located. You measure this distance on the reference line and shift on the BQ longer edge. So that is what point? That is second point, 2 dash. Along with that, 7 dash is also located on the same location. Measure this distance, and what is that location? FU longer edge. So FU longer edge is located here. What point? It is the 7th point. So measure the same distance and draw, or simply draw a parallel lines. Draw the parallel projection lines. You will get the distance. Better to draw this distance from my point of view. Next, we completed this point. We completed BQ longer edge and FU longer edge. Now we are going to see CR longer edge and ET longer edge. So see here to on the reference line, exactly on the reference line onwards, you measure this distance and simply replace on the CR longer edge. What is that point? That is my third point, 3 dash. Next one, 6 dash is also located on the ET longer edge. Where the ET longer edge is along, that is my 6 dash. Now we completed on the longer edges. Now we not completed the base edges. This is a base edge. So this is the base shape. This is the top shape. So this shape we don't replace this shape here. So this is A dash B dash base. But this A dash B dash is not the true shape. So to get the true shape of the projection, simply we are shifting where I can see the true shape of the base side. In the top view I can see the true shape of the base side. In the front view I can see the longer edge of the face. So here simply from 1 dash onwards, draw the projection line towards the top view, which should pass the AB and AF. So I just from 1 dash onwards I simply passed the line. Why should I pass this line? because this is the true shape of the base. So this is the base shape, this is the longer edges. So to get the true shape of the projection line, I just from 1 dash onwards I pass out the true shape of the base here. I got here, this is the points, I got this is the points, this is the AF and AB. So this is a 1 dash, this is a 1 and this is my 8. Now you measure this distance, exactly A21 you measure this distance and shift here. This is the AB base, so this is the AB base. Measure this A21 distance and simply put here. This is my 1 dash. Similarly, here we have AF is also located. AF is located. This is the 8th point. AF is here. This is my 8th point. This is my 8 dash. Now we completed this base. Now we have to go for another base, that is SR and ST. ST is located here and SR is located here. So this is the base. So this is not again the true shape of the base. The true shape of the base side can be seen here only. So simply draw the projection line. Draw the projection line very lightly, invisible lights. Very lightly draw the projection lines. It is cutting somewhere here. And here. So SR belongs to the 4th point and ST belongs to the 5th point. Now measure from S2 to 5th point and cut S2 5th point on the ST base. So this is the S2 5th point. This is the ST base. So this is the ST base. ST base is located here. You measure this distance and shift on the ST. This is my 5th point. Similarly, this is my SR base. Measure this distance, S2 4 distance and shift here. From S onwards 4. Now we completed the base projection lines also. Now we are going to join those points. So you should highlight these points. So from point 1 onwards, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 and 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. Along with this, these longer edges also visible. So this material also available. Whatever this material is there, whatever the thin sheet is there, this sheet is also available. So you have to highlight this sheet and this sheet also available. And this is the base. Total base is visible. See here, what is the retained portion in this diagram? This is the retained portion in this diagram. I am going to draw here. This is the retained portion of this diagram. So if you are unable to draw this diagram, simply whatever the shape is there, put the mirror copy in here, you will get. This is the mirror copy. If you unfold this, you will get the shape. So this is the mirror copy. I am shifting here. This is the shape I already there. Now along with this, I am drawing one more shape. So this is the diagram I have drawn here. Not precisely, but we have a straight inclined lines. So at least you will get 5 marks out of 15 if you draw like this. I hope you understand this problem and thank you.